I think the effect size pre and post test idea is a useful measure to give teachers an indication of how much of an impact have they had, and are their teaching strategies working, and what do they need to focus on. So I think the effect size idea is not only useful for the classroom teacher but also for the school to see, are our programs in general working, and what do we need to do, what do we need to adjust, and where do we need to focus our attention. So it's been very valuable as a school as well as a classroom teacher, and the teachers love seeing that they've had an impact.
I think for our school, one of the biggest differences is the consistency across the school, and that's important to us. I think before we did Brightpath, there were people doing writing in their own way. There was perhaps a lot of what I would call practicing of writing going on, but maybe not so much teaching of the explicit writing skills. And I think Brightpath has given us the opportunity for our teachers in particular to be able to target those writing skills at the appropriate level, and it has enabled our teachers to give better feedback, I think, to students about their writing and how they can improve.
I think it's probably my succession of planning has strengthened, and I'm actually honing in on particular skills more than some of maybe the wishy-washy things that you love to teach. So it's really directed my teaching and pinpointing areas that I need for student growth and moving them forward.
I believe I differentiate more now that I use Brightpath, because the grouping is very visible. It's very easy to be able to see the big range or the groups of that you have in your class. So it's very easy now to differentiate and make sure that I am targeting the specific students for their needs.
We found that when we started doing this, it was more effective for our moderation to be between people who normally wouldn't moderate together. Because you're looking at a piece of writing against the same scale, we found we could moderate between a Year 2, for example, a Year 1 or 2, and a Year 5 or 6 teacher. And that became quite powerful in I think, when our judgments improved.
You know that your staff are making consistent judgments. Their judgments are based on evidence, but also your teachers are collaborating probably a little bit more. They're talking about similar things. They're using consistent vocabulary about judgments being made, but the data that it gives you to actually be able to pull out an effect size of a particular class or even as bigger cohorts is really valuable data. So you do know that you have effective teachers in your classrooms. So I would think that, yeah, it's highly valuable from that respect.